Well, hello again, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Donna Stinson, and this is Can We Talk About It, where we do talk about that elephant in the room. Before I start, I will like to let you know that I'm now a tax preparer. Come on down to 15105 Woodward, which is in Highland Park, Michigan, at the H&R Block, and let me do your taxes for you. We have a transparent way of doing your taxes, letting you know how much it's going to cost in the beginning before you start, and it's pretty good, and I like it, and I like helping people, as you guys already know, so come on down there and let me do your taxes for you. Not only that, I'm freelancing, and you all know that I'm a CNA, so I'm doing in-home work, and I'm doing private work. I'm also, you know, that I don't eat meat, so I do private cooking, vegan cooking. So just keep me in mind. So excuse me, I done had such a long day. My Gmail address is donnastinson63@gmail.com. If you want some food, if you want one of your loved ones taken care of, even if you want your taxes taken, you want your taxes done by me, give me a call. So what I want to do now, I want to do a shout out to Tawana. She's a really nice lady that I met in my church, and she's into grants and funding and organizations, and hopefully me and her will get a chance to collaborate on some things. Hey Tawana, how you doing, girl? I want to give a big blessed shout out to my sister-in-law, Valerie Simpson. Hey Miss Simpson, I love you so much. Shout out to my husband, who's at home. It's President's Day, so he has the day off. Hey Charles, you guys know I talk about him all the time, and he's the love of my life. He's the angel on my shoulder. If it had not been for him and the Lord, I don't know where I would be. So thank you for being that angel on my shoulder. I want to say hi to my son Robert. He was in a car accident and scared the life out of me. He had totaled his car, but he's okay. He's doing okay, but pray for my son, Robert. Hey, Robert, I love you so much. So I want to get into this show. Now, today we're talking about awareness. We're talking about awareness as far as our communities, awareness as far as looking out for one another. We're talking about awareness as far as strangers in your community. I want to tell you something that happened to me yesterday. I had went into a store to buy me a papaya juice, and there was a lady. I guess these people let this lady come in and sit down, and she was saying, would you like some free wraps? I guess weed wraps, and some of the young men was like, yeah, I want some free wraps and blah, blah, blah. I want to tell you people something. This is where the awareness come in. Everything that's free ain't good for you. Now, these people are giving you one free wrap, but they're taking your date of birth, they're taking your name, and this is how the government finds out who does what in the ghetto. Because some of us are so goofy, so not paying attention to what we're doing, we're not aware of how we can easily sell our own soul, so to speak, for a rap. And I just thought that was just the craziest thing. And while I was in the store, I just broke out and told them, don't do it. Don't do it. They still continued to do it. Some young brothers was going in the store. I was explaining to them about what's going on. It had to be about maybe 3 or 4 of them. 2 of them said they'll rather buy theirs. The other ones was like, I'm going to get mine for free. I'm saying all this, people, because anytime we see something free, like these phones, we already know that the government is giving these phones out. Some of us are on government grants. We're on these government phones selling government aid that was not really given to you, but to your children. And, you know, you just feel like these things won't catch up to you. We live in a world right now where Big Brother is watching everything. And I do mean everything. And we turn a blind eye to little kids being hurt. Well, it ain't my child. Okay, if it was your child and nobody was looking out, you'd have a fit. We need to go back to the old school. We need to get more awareness in our communities. Now, I haven't been on the police in a while, and I'm not about to get on them today. But to the police, okay? Because we're the community. We're the ones that watch out for each other. The police comes to the community and asks the community for help. The police is just another cog in this Detroit wheel that actually, this is just in my mind, the way I feel. They're just another cog in Detroit's wheel that actually keeps a lot of chaos going. Because as I said before, and I'm going to say it again, and this is things that we don't pay attention to either. Why are all these white cops in this neighborhood, in these urban neighborhoods? I'm leaving my house one day, and the police pulls up right in front of my house. And they like, how you doing? I'm like, how you doing? They say, well, why you say it like that? I say, because I ain't used to white police talking to me nice, and they pull it off, and that's just the way I feel. I'm just not used to white police officers talking to me. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some black shucking and jiving, yes, a massa police out here. There's some of them out here. But right now, I'm talking about white cops. These are things we don't pay attention to in our neighborhood. And the thing about it is, they come into our neighborhoods. They get friendly with addicts. They get friendly with grandma. They don't get friendly with people who probably work, pay taxes. They're not really too friendly with folks who actually feel like the police is not doing their job over here. But we need to get into paying attention to our children. And just because a child is not yours, that does not mean that you're not responsible for them. And we living in an age now where we just feel like self-preservation is the first rule of thumb. And that may be so, but there's so many young children out here going to school alone. This is going to really be crazy, and I know some of y'all know these people. There's parents that take their children to school. They live right next door to a little child who has some parent that may not have a car, may be an addict, maybe just lazy, just don't want to do nothing. Because you don't like this woman, you won't help this child out. How ignorant and backwards are you? If you was not driving and someone, your neighbor, was driving, wouldn't you say, well, I don't want to see this person's child walking past all these burnt buildings. We know there's a lot of burnt buildings in Detroit. I don't want to see my child walking past all these abandoned schools, because there are a lot of abandoned schools here in Detroit. And we don't pay attention. We don't pay attention to each other. You know what we pay attention to? This is the only thing it seems like we're aware of these days. Is the telephone. What's on it? And how can I get a say, get out there and put my say out there? You don't pay your rent, and I ain't talking about all y'all. If it don't apply, let it fly. You don't pay your rent. You don't take care of your child. All you do is get your hair done, get your nails done, and you're on Facebook talking about how you got it going on. You lazy bums. Cut it out. It's not all about you as a parent. It's not all about us as adults. It's all about the children. It's all about the community. It's all about what we're supposed to be doing for our community. And the first thing we say is, it ain't none of my business. I ain't got nothing to do with it. It is your business. It is your business. Every time I turn around, I hear people say, well, I'm going to make sure my child has this, and I'm going to keep my child away from these people, and my child is not going to go to this place. Okay, maybe your child may not go to these places. But there are other children on your block or in your building that may not have a mother as good as you or a father as good as you. Sometimes as just human beings, when you see something not being done right, how come you can't go and tell the parent that's not doing right, sister, can I talk to you? Brother, can I talk to you? You know, I know it's not my business. I'm not trying to get in your business. I care about you. I care about your children. I just want to talk to you. So if you talk to them and they tend to shun what you say, at least you know you did warn them. And we need to get back to stop being so thick, so thin-skinned Every time somebody comes to correct us, who you talking to? You don't talk to me. Shut up and listen. That's what the problem is today. There's so many men and women my age, 50s, 40s, 60s, and they don't have the intelligence of a gnat. A lot, and I've said this before, a lot of your children are more mature than you are. The shameful thing about it is you're bringing shame on your children, and you may or may not know it. I'm grown. Don't nobody tell me what to do. If you get government assistance, somebody's telling you what to do. If you work a job, somebody's telling you what to do. If you're married, somebody's telling you what to do. If you don't have your own place and you live under somebody else's roof, somebody is telling you what to do. Somebody always is going to be telling us what to do. Then we got this Black History Month. The media shows the same thing every year. And I think the media actually does this to make our young men and women angry, because if you notice, they put on stuff like Roots where they show black folks being beaten. Some of these young kids probably ain't never seen that, and they gang members. Then they see this and they want to go out and hurt Caucasian folks that had nothing to do with it and bring a bunch of sorrow to them and their families. The media don't want to see black people get together, and some black folks don't want to see black folks get together. As much as I love my black folks, we all have our vices, we all have our problems, we all have our flaws. And I'm only talking to people, my black brothers and sisters that got money and think you're better than other folks. Stop it. Because just like somebody else hit rock bottom and was where you were, you can be in the same boat. I don't get this. I don't get how we say we're people, but we're so scattered. I don't get how we can say we're one and we're not even together. We're not on the same page. We don't talk to each other. We backstab each other. We backstab our own families. I mean, how are we one? Black lives matter. No, they don't. Black lives don't matter. Until black folks get into the mix, until we start taking care of our home, until we start chastising our children, until we start getting humble and listening to other people's advice, we are the main reason black folks are dying. Other people are just jumping on the bandwagon. As much as I love my black folks, y'all just make me so sick sometimes. I see some of the stupidest, ignorant, it's ignorant. And the thing about it is, now I'm taking all the young people, 21, 25 and under off. These are people my age. Why are you walking around in a dress 2 sizes too little for you, boots that look like they about to, but your feet is about to bust out of them? We have to learn how to carry ourselves, us black women, older black women. We need to learn how to carry ourselves in a manner where we can be respected. A lot of our older sisters, and all of this is awareness, a lot of our older sisters are being disrespected because they disrespect themselves. And who disrespects them? The young black men. Stop it, boys. Please. Please stop it. You know, people talk about this is a fad. Now I'm talking about the young black boys. This is a fad. Pull your pants up. Nobody wants to see your nasty butt. Nobody wants to see your raggedy drawers. That is not a fashion statement. That's indecent exposure. And if the mayor, if Craig, any of you people listening to me, you need to start reinforcing this law because it's on the books. You guys let our children run amok. The government says that the parent can't whoop the children. The school can't control the children. But once they get out of control, you want to take them from them and put them in bars, behind bars like they're animals. People, wake up and look at your community and look what it's doing to your children. We're so all about us. What can we get? If you opened your legs to have a child, close them and take care of them. If you opened your legs and had a child and you got two and you can't take care and you know you can't take care of no more, please sew it up, close it up, do whatever you have to do. But do not bring any more innocent lives into this world until you can grow up yourself. We're talking about awareness, people. Be aware of these vans that's in these Target areas, these shopping malls and everything. Quit letting your daughter, I don't care if she do look like she 18, she's 12. Quit letting her go to these malls by herself. You know what? I'm about to bust. Because I talk to young folks all the time. I talk to older folks all the time. And then, you know, the thing is, we don't want to take, we don't want to sit up and say, okay, it was me. We don't want to take responsibilities for the things we do. First thing we say is, if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for them, no, if it wasn't for you, it's the bad choices that we make that make our lives a living hell. I know what I'm talking about. I was homeless. I was a crack addict. I lost my children. And this was all because of the choices that I made. So I'm not coming to you telling you something I don't know. That's a shame you got 60, 70, 80-year-old men and women on crack. Get your old butt up off these drugs and help somebody. Then you say you want respect. Who gonna give you respect? And you out here wilding out just as bad as these young children out here. So who gonna respect you again? You can't even respect yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what awareness does when you don't be aware. It breaks down the family unit. It breaks down the community. Some neighborhoods may have a rapport with the police. My community don't. I wouldn't have a problem having a rapport with them. I know all police officers are not bad, but the ones that I come across, you already know better than to mess with me. I have none, zero tolerance for people just riding up on me or calling themselves trying to scare me. You young brothers out here, it's hard. And I know it's hard for y'all. You can have your license, your registration, everything is in order. You just bought your car and they still want to come mess with you. I'm going to tell you, young brothers, no matter what they do, do not blow your cool. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's what you do. Don't act like you so invincible that a bullet won't kill you, my young brothers. Don't act like you can say the wrong thing and tick off this is just my opinion, undercover KKK cop and had him shoot your brains out. I am admonishing my people to get up and start doing something for your community. Because some of you people, let me tell you, you're lazy. You're so lazy you won't even wash your butt. Some of y'all go to the store, go to gas stations, go to these liquor stores in pajamas. That's mental retardation in my book. What person in their right mind is going to get out of bed with their pajamas on and then go out in public looking like Krusty the Clown or somebody? We got to do better for our children. I may not have little children, and I told y'all a long time ago I was allergic to children, and I'm trying to be better at it, and I have been getting better at it. But there's some of you people, You won't even take care of your own children, let alone somebody else's. I'll take time out to talk to children. I'll take time out if when the opportunity presents itself to me. Because being part of a community, that's what we're supposed to be doing. Taking care of each other, not breaking in each other's house. Not one person being the lookout while the other one jump in. As soon as the person come home, they've been working hard all their life for little or nothing, and here you come with your stank butt and go in somebody's house and take their stuff. Shame on you. Shame on you. If you want something, work for it. You claim you love the Lord and you got all his faith and you know he's there for you. Then apply it and get a job and leave other people's things alone. There's older women in the community that see these things going on. Sometimes these older women in the communities is their grandchildren and their sons, or maybe they're just old and skanky and they just got a whole bunch of young men running in and out the house. And some of you audience, you know who I'm talking about. You will watch these young boys go on into everybody's house and won't say one word. I'm old. I can't go nowhere. I don't have no car. Can you help me? Can you help yourself? Some of you old folks are a mess. Then when something happens, you want to get all fragile. Like, oh, okay, nobody help. Shut up. If you act your age, you will get the respect that you deserve. If you don't, as I've seen in time past, you will get disrespected, either by your peers or your juniors, the people that's supposed to be looking up to you. Why is it that every time someone comes to you and says, you're not doing that right, or you're doing something wrong, why you always got your nose frowned up? You know, looking like that is a sin. Why you act like can't nobody tell you nothing? Some of you people act like y'all know everything and don't have a pot nor a window to throw it out of. That is sad. Until we understand that when we hurt someone of our color, we hurt ourselves, we will continue to do this, people. Now, I've been trying to, do things like go to school. And the reason I tell you guys the things that I do, because I want people to know that you can be an addict and you still can be somebody. You can be homeless, and I was, and you can still be somebody. You can have all types of detriments fall upon you, and you can still be somebody. If we come from a strong line of black people, why are some of you jerks so weak? I'm going to tell you why. Because you want to play the victim role and you want to milk it for all you can get it for. That's why. Then you want to get an attitude, and I'm talking about you 40, 50-year-old men. When your mama don't want to do nothing for you. Oh, I hate her. You 50 years old. I know you ain't sitting on your mama's stoop crying, talking about I hate her because she won't give me $2 to get a beer. Get a job. Ain't nothing changed, people. I'm still the same. This summer, I do want to do a meet and greet with the older people and the younger people. Last year I was supposed to been doing, I have a movie out. I still haven't shown it and everything. Like I told you, I've been going to school trying to do some things and trying to make some extra money so I can come on TV and lovingly let you people know to get it together. So I just want you guys to know that I love you so much. It means a lot to me to be able to share my experiences with you guys and let you guys know that, all can be well. But it's all a matter of being aware in your choices. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of where your children are. Even be aware of your feelings and how you're feeling and what's going on. Because sometimes we're not aware of our feelings and we can snap like that and we can end our lives, so to speak, as far as being put in jail, losing our freedom, or whatever the case may be. So I just want you guys to know that I love you. I want you to be strong. I want you to do the very best you can for your family because we are all we got. So until next time, people, stay strong. Be strong.